Well, and all, we're back again.
And I'm the cat who ate the cheese.
Yeah, you got spoiled. I had to just take the spoils.
Was it the mouse?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Did the cat eat the mouse or ate the cheese?
Something like that.
Something along those lines. Everest.
But
Everest.
okay, you got spoiled. You. I mean, how does this work? Where's the pecking order in this place? He goes on the launch of the new Everest.
It's obvious.
Okay, what do I get? I get a farewell chest in the old Everest.
In the old Everest. Well, I quite like the fact that we can compare old and new. I didn't drive the old one, but I mean, I've driven the old one on launch up in Lesotho some time back. And let's just start with the new one and talk about how it's positioned itself now. Everest is now. I've always liked the name, but I've hated the name. You know, Everest is like the biggest mountain in the world, and Everest.
They had a big mountain to climb, didn't they?
Isn't. But this new one is now going up that slope.
Okay.
So it's gone up where they've decided they're positioning it a whole segment higher than it used to be positioned at, and they've bolstered the interior, they've bolstered the toys, they've bolstered the engine, they've done everything to put it up into that segment.
Wait, they haven't.
Very interesting.
You're wrong on one point.
Which?
Okay, the Everest I drove.
Yes.
In old body, etc. And the one you drove both models that they launched, didn't you?
Yes.
Okay. Now I've got to get this.
There's two models: the Sport and the Platinum.
The Sport.
Yeah.
Has the same engine and gearbox as the one I drove.
Yes.
They've carried it over.
Twin turbo diesel, 156 kilowatts, 500 Newton meters.
Okay. 157 in my one and 155 in your one for some strange reason. Okay? But what I'm saying, I find interesting, is the fact that they found that engine gearbox combination good enough
to put into
the new one.
It is good enough.
That they kept it for the new one, and that they're running the new one with that same combination, but in the new, bigger, better, fancier, upper spec body. Okay.
Yeah.
Then at the top, you've got the Platinum with a new 3 litre.
No, it's 3 litre V6.
V6 diesel.
Diesel, 184 kilowatts, 600 Newton meters.
Correct. You see.
And that thing is so smooth that the journos were convinced it was petrol.
Okay, but
there were a bunch of us who were like, why does this petrol engine only rev to 5,000? It's because it's a diesel engine.
Yeah. Look, I saw when they revealed, I saw the Platinum vehicle, okay? The one they brought in.
Very nice motor.
It looks amazing. It looks stunning. My take on this, their challenge is going to be convincing the South African public to get into the new Everest at the prices. I'm not saying it.
You stole my thunder, because that really is their challenge. It's a big step up for Ford.
Yeah.
It's a big step up for Everest. They're not playing anymore, so they're kind of like, well, this is where it's being pitched at.
I mean, you've got to look at something here that
I think it is comparable with the obvious heavyweight in this particular segment.
Let me explain something to you. The one I drove, which is one below the top spec, okay? I had the XLT. 4-wheel drive. I didn't have the Limited, which is the top.
Yeah.
796.
Yeah, 800 grand.
800 grand.
Yeah.
Now they bring out the new one, and we're talking Sport.
The Sport,
960.
956,000 odd, yeah.
Okay.
And then Platinum, 1.15.
Yeah. Let's just talk the Sport for now.
It's a jump up.
You're talking 160,000 rand jump.
Yeah.
With the same
engine and
gearbox
and
underneath.
That's about where it ends. The rest of the car is all new.
Yeah.
It has a digital interior, so it has a center console screen that's been...
A 12-inch tablet screen or something crazy.
They say 12 inches, but it's only 12 inches like this. From here to here, it's probably like 36. It is massive. It is a massive screen.
So it's something like the new Mercs have got.
Yes, and it's been... And with the new Mercs, it's integrated as part of the car. It's not an afterthought that they've just bolted on. You've got the same in the digital
Apparently
dash.
Sync 4 now, for the first time. And Sync 3 is still brilliant.
Digital dash, wireless Apple, Android Auto, all that good nonsense. Forward Pass Connect, which is the integrated modem. We talked at length of that. I bent Neil's ear off for a long time.
God, I can imagine. I can imagine what that was like.
And he was.
Now you probably won't talk to me again after that.
He was very accommodating. He put up with all my nonsense questions. But the Forward Pass modem interconnect with the Ford is amazing.
Yeah.
So
we experienced it on the EcoSport Active, for example.
I'm going to leave you with one thing. Checkers 6060. Ford have had a close look at that and they like it.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it there. So the modem makes all of these things possible. What's also interesting is the telemetry that they are starting to collate this big data with. And one of their design guys was out for the launch, and I said to him, "What are you going to do with all this data that's coming up from the cars?" And he's like, "Well, part of our challenge is to try and figure out what to do with all the data and what it's telling us." Which is marketing speak for, I'm not telling you what's going to happen to it. But they know full well what's happening with these vehicles.
As I say, I'm just seriously jealous about the fact I didn't drive it yet.
There's a big jump up. The car is bigger. It is stupidly comfortable.
Yeah.
It rides in a different class. The road noise, we did have road tires fitted to ours. And you've got all the 4x4 equipment that go with the car.
Of course.
No, so that's what was on top range is now standard on these on these things. And even on road tires, that thing is good. Off-road, it is really, really quite competent.
Look, I not on my test now.
Built as
my farewell test, I have taken Everest off-road on previous launches, etc. I know they're capable.
They are good.
4x4s. There's no question on that either.
And the 7 seats, the 2 seats at the back are just stupidly easy to open. On the Platinum, they're powered. Platinum's got some interesting things. You've got vented seats, and there's a whole bunch of other goodies
just all the luxuries, they added luxury
to bring it up to that fighting weight. And I think you're right. There's going to be a bit of a lag, a little bit of a lull, whilst possibly, I don't know, we're terrible at predicting sales, but there might be a little bit of lull while the South African consumer suddenly gets over this.
Well, I mean,
but it's just an Everest. No, it's not just an Everest. Get your ass in one and drive it, because
that's the challenge.
It's really grown up a lot now.
Yeah, the challenge is going to be 160 grand from XLT to Sport, and 250, I think it is, from Limited to Platinum.
And what I was saying to Ford is, like, now what are they going to sell? They've got Everest, they've got Ranger, they've got Transit, they've got the new Mustang coming out. EcoSport's on its way out, but your entry-level car now from Ford is a Ranger.
Well, I'm not so sure EcoSport's on its way out, but that's a discussion for another day. Because they are now coming from Europe. So
we did get told to just hold on to your passports, because there are going to be some launches coming up. So who knows? Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
So, but the old one is still, I mean, if you can get one, I think it's still well worth the money, because I think they're going to hold their value.
Look, what's going to happen, I think, is this will help the old one actually hold its value a lot better for the next year or 18 months. Yeah. It's going to pull it up. Yeah. If there's still any at a dealer, new ones, oh boy, you could do a deal. Yeah. Oh boy, that could be worthwhile. That's for sure.
Because, I mean, the old Everest was great. Nothing wrong with it.
I enjoyed it. And you know what? It was nice. I've been on, I think, 2 Everest launches along the way of this current generation.
I thought you didn't get
Don't go there.
Of this generation?
Of this outgoing generation. And I've had at least 3 or 4 on test. So watch my video. It's on the channel already. Where literally I drive the old generation off into the sunset.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah,
you're a romantic at heart, Alan. You're a romantic at heart.
Totally. Didn't you know that yet?
Oh, God, stay away from me. End this video now.
New and old Everest, all in one shot. There we go.
Wonderful.
Will and Alan will. See you next time.
Ciao.